Hello Pisces, here's a reading for you for May 2017. As you can see, I've already laid out the cards because I was doing the reading Polish, so I already know what's going on. And I have to tell you, you have another very good reading, I would say. So it seems May will be a happy month for many signs, including you. Right in the middle of your spread you have King of Swords, and that is your card representing you this month. Oh, I would say it's a strange energy to Pisces because it's very airy, thoughtful, analytic, very much up in the mind, detached from feelings, decisive, brave, truthful, ready to fight for the truth. This person is quite close. It's not he's not armored as many King of Swords in many decks, but he has his arms crossed on his chest, on his heart, and he's holding a sword in his left hand, which is quite interesting. So ready to fight, but perhaps only treating this pose as a weapon, right? As a, don't come too close to me because I have the sword. It doesn't matter, it's in my left hand. You should be careful, right? And he's very dynamic, as you can see. I'm not able to decide whether he's sitting down or standing up or sitting like that, but it seems as he's ready to move at any moment. Very truthful, the way he looks you in the eye. Inquisitive somehow also. An interesting person and interested in you. So that is you. Not very typical to Pisces. And what you're doing now, your situation now, is Three of Pentacles. So doing something, working on something on a high level. This is the work of a master. This is also something you do together with people, something you are recognized for and appreciated. This is Mars in Capricorn. So also a dynamic, a very focused energy, and also very creative, especially as for Pentacles. Threes are always creative, so you create something here. Perhaps it's a new hobby. Perhaps it's some kind of your interest where you can use your mental skills. And where you're coming from is the Hierophant. So it's a place of knowledge, but it's also a place of study. That's why I think this new endeavor of yours may be something quite new, something you've just learned about, and you're a fresh adept of this skill. You were given knowledge, you were given wisdom by this person, and now you're finding yourself astonishingly powerful in it, and creative and skillful is what I feel. So not a student anymore, but already someone going very well with it. So it seems you used this time and this knowledge in a favorable manner for you. Perhaps it's something that was waiting inside of you to bloom, and now it finally has its moment, whatever it is. What may be your challenge or your weakness is a star. A star is a very strange card to have in this position, and when I think of it, I imagine that someone may have difficulty with accepting how well it is going and how strange it is. How strange do I feel as King of Swords doing this new thing I learned about on such a high level, with such a success. Perhaps I don't believe I can be so creative. This is very much an Aquarian quality here. King of Swords and a star. So it may be somewhat rebellious, comparing it with your normal modus vivendi. And it may be something eccentric for you, something you had no idea you can do, or something you were perhaps dreaming about, but you really didn't treat it very seriously, like, you know, a fool's dream, like maybe someday, one day, but perhaps never. And now, surprisingly, it's happening. So this can be quite a rebellious energy, something turning your world or your thinking about yourself upside down. And this card always tells to trust this way, to trust this feeling you have about this deep in your heart, that you really wanted, that this is the way for you. You can follow your hope, you can follow your dreams, however strange they are. They may be unfamiliar, as I said, surprising, but this is something calling you, something bigger than you. This is the major arcana card, the star, one of the most beautiful. So there's no danger here for you, only to trust yourself, especially that you have other cards telling you to trust yourself, to trust your intuition, to follow it, to let it flow, let it grow in its own way. And especially that you have a sun as your shadow card, which is also funny to have a sun as a shadow card, something, you know, undercurrent, or perhaps the overall theme of this reading. The sun shining on this reading, like underlining the very good vibe I have here, coming from this, that whatever you think of it, it's really towards your greater good. It's really in touch and in accordance with something within you that perhaps you didn't notice before, or you didn't feel. Perhaps it was hidden and now it's revealed in this sunlight. Now you can see it. Now it's turning visible, it's turning palpable. And finally you learn something important about yourself. The best way to follow with this difficulty of the star, of lack of hope, lack of confidence in you, perhaps lack of this confidence that my way is the good way, is the justice. So again, in this reading I feel you follow truth very much, and the best thing you can do is to remember about balance in your life, and remember about the cause and effect principle. Cause and effect. Whatever you sow, you will reap. You will reap what you sow. And things come in a very precise way, one after another. And perhaps now is the time for this thing, whatever you do here, to be revealed, because you learned something. So this card tells me everything is accordance with cosmic justice, with karma. So there's nothing to be afraid of here. You can follow your path easily and trustfully, because it's in accordance with the universe, and it is very much your path. However, you may not recognize it yet. But trust it, because it's really in accordance with truth. It's very fair. It's fair to do this. It's fair to do this. Although, another very interesting card in the position of strength. 5 of Pentacles. I have never seen this card in this position. And I was stuck when I saw it. What does it mean? 5 of Pentacles, lack, being left out in the cold in your strength position? How can I interpret it? And, well, what I do is I think about at least 2 things. The first one is that however hard our situation is, there's someone here with us, someone we are together with. Sometimes we are not aware of this, but someone is always watching. We are not alone. We have our guidance. And perhaps you don't trust this guidance, but it's here with you, and it's your strength. And perhaps it's time to realize it. And it's always with you, whether good or bad, in health and in illness. It's always with you. Another interpretation I have of this card is that perhaps you experienced such a situation when you were alone, left out in the cold, and you were experiencing lack of material goods, or love or warmth, lack of friends, lack of commitment, generally lack of something. You didn't feel very well, but you know you're gonna leave it behind, because everything passes. Or, and I think this next interpretation is the best I can give here, is that this situation has no connection with your material satisfaction, your material status. Whatever you do here, you are supposed to do it no matter your material situation. It may be something you do not for your gain, not to earn, but to give. Not to earn, but to give something very important out of you to the world for free. And you don't need a reward here. I mean, the reward is out of the material world here. The reward is something opening in you. The reward is discovering something in you. The reward is leveling up in life, in this beautiful journey we have. So these things are not connected. You are recognized for doing this, but not in a material way, and don't expect it. And I think you don't expect it. You are okay with this. And that's why it's your strength. It won't blur your vision. This this picture of material growth or gain, it won't blur, it won't disturb your vision of this work. It's more important than this, you know? And you feel it deep in your heart, and it won't bother you, I feel. That's why it's your strength. And I was talking about your intuition, following your intuition, your inner path, your spiritual path, deepening of your personality, of your understanding of who you are. And this is a beautiful card you have in a position of what to focus on. And it tells me you should focus on what you feel, you should focus on your intuition, you should focus on your inner, very deep wisdom that sometimes is too shy to surface. But this month, if you follow it, it will surface. it will reveal something new about you. It will also reveal something beautiful, because this newness is very unexpected, I feel. But it is within you, and perhaps it was waiting for this perfect divine timing. And now is the time. The High Priestess is doing things in accordance with the universe, sometimes being passive, sometimes just letting things flow. That's why I was telling about this. Let this work flow and grow. And this will show you a new facet of yourself. Especially that as the outcome card, you have another major arcana. You have 6 major arcanas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 major arcanas in your reading. No, 6 major arcanas, sorry. But it's 2/3 of all cards, so something big is going on here. And you have the Fool as your outcome card, which tells me you should trust. And however it surprises you, it's quite understandable that what's happening here is have something in common with Uranus, because it's a Uranian card, and you have the star, which is Aquarius card, which is also connected with Uranus. And that's why I was feeling it was revolutionary in a way. It's really kind of eccentric for you, I feel, what you do here. It's something absolutely new, something you have never done before, and it opens the way for a new beginning for you in some area in your life. Like I said, it's revealing something you had in you, but you never expected it here. You never expected to find it, to uncover it. Perhaps you forgot about it. And now it's surfacing, now it's blooming. So this reading is very much about trust. Trust your guts, trust your intuition, trust your star, trust your guidance, because it's all very pure and true, and really leading you to discover something beautiful about you, some pure humanitarian, I feel, humanitarian facet of yourself. Like, I feel you will start doing something for other people, something important, something flowing from the depths of your heart. And the beauty of this and the usefulness of this will surprise you. That's how I feel about this reading. Okay, Pisces, I'm sure it's not for all of you, but it's for some of you. It doesn't necessarily happen in May, because there are so many major arcanas here. Like it's a process going on in your life for some time, perhaps beginning now, perhaps it began a few months ago, perhaps it will begin soon. And it's a process, very powerful, truthful, balanced, aware, leading you to a new beginning. I hope it resonated with you. If it doesn't resonate, please check your moon, sun, and rising sign. There's a playlist with all the signs, readings for all the signs. And yeah, give me a like if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel, please. And I hope you have a wonderful month of May. I wish you all the best. And see you in June. Bye-bye.